Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Live from the internet, it's
Salty and petty?
yeah. That's right, because she's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty. And together, we're the Salty and Petty Podcast.
Duh.
Jeez, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it for 50 years, though. We're
What
like
50 years?
1/5 of the way there and everything, but
I know, almost. Jeez. Oh, can you imagine?
no, I can't.
Can't imagine going to 2067.
So close. So close. I told you my checkout date. If the world hasn't ended by 4/20, 2069, I don't know what to tell you, kids.
I'm just asking for 67. You know what? Well, you know what? It's going to be up to you because you're probably going to outlive the rest of us. So.
I'm preserved in alcohol. It's true.
Mm-hmm. And you're on the younger side of the team, so come on. All right, so yes.
You got to tell Luca to keep it going. That's it.
Get ready for all sports, all wrestling talk, kids. Let's go.
I'm like, wow, CapesandLunatics really has changed on me.
All right, so yeah, we're here to talk the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special.
Little late, but better late than never. February 16th is when it aired, right?
Yes, but streaming on Peacock.
I know. I'm just like, ew, stop. Make it stop. This is why broadcast TV is going to die. Like, stop streaming everything. I know Peacock needs to be. Actually, Peacock is doing better than a lot of them. They're not combining with each other. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The biggest shocker of it all, honestly.
Well, they have a few things like all the big wrestling events are on there.
Yeah, now.
Now, yeah, wait till they get Netflix. Although I heard last night, I guess that WWE deal with with Netflix for Raw, that's a 10-year deal.
Yeah, standard. They're really getting into the live stuff. They're streaming the Actors Guild Awards.
Oh, jeez.
On Netflix. So yeah, I'm just like, that's not what I go to Netflix for.
Oh, your buddy
Especially
The Rock.
with their crappy bandwidth on live streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your buddy The Rock was on last night.
Not my buddy, not my pal, not my guy.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're setting up, but it's I don't know if they're trying to make him the new Mr. McMahon.
I told you they made him the chairman of the board. Yes, they're trying to make him the new Vince McMahon because of all that bullshit that Vince McMahon is going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, no, not trying to be political, but we know Linda McMahon's gonna fuck up whatever position Trump put her in. So like, yeah, it's best to just move away from the McMahon family at this point. I know Shane's probably pissed as hell. I mean, because literally that's been a family business for like damn near 100 years at this point. So I know he has to be really upset.
Well, Stephanie's kind of.
Triple H is probably really mad too.
Oh
he's been plotting. I'm just saying, he's been plotting for like as long as I've been alive, pretty much. So.
Well, he's married to Stephanie, so.
Exactly my point. But yeah, let's talk about SNL 50. Like, I thought the musical performances were cool. Bill Murray came back, that was fine.
Oh yeah. But Eddie Murphy.
I was gonna say, but it was a couple missing. Well, I guess a lot of them are dead too. So.
Well, yeah, there are some dead ones. Although they were saying, I did hear there were a few who didn't show up for whatever reason. Like Dan Aykroyd didn't show up.
He was never gonna show up. He's got beef with Lorne Michael, like known beef.
Yeah. So. Who else they say? Bill Hader.
That shocked me actually.
Oh, and Dana Carvey didn't show up.
That doesn't shock me. That's known beef there too.
Wow. Because because him and Spade have like a podcast where I think they actually talk about Saturday Night Live. So
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
they do.
Spade was there.
Well, he needs the money.
Well, he's a whore. He's an attention whore.
He's got to keep those toupees looking pristine, bro.
Until I keep the young girls coming in.
Well, eh.
All right. But yeah, no, I was surprised. I love Steve Martin's monologue. Yeah, we made sure Bill Murray showed up. We didn't invite him.
I always kind of forget my favorite 80s actors all pretty much come from SNL, but like they just have outgrown SNL like by leaps and bounds that you don't even remember really. Like Steve Martin, come on.
I know, I know. I mean, he's been there almost from the beginning, like guesting and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always forget too, somewhat where it's like Julie Louis Dreyfus was part of the
Yeah,
cast in
I
the 80s. Yeah,
always forget that. Of course Seinfeld probably just dwarfs that in everybody's mind.
yeah. Although, I mean, they were hosts at different points, but I between that and the Julie connection, I saw Seinfeld in the audience, the Larry
Oh
David in
my
the
god,
audience.
I love it. Listen. So, we all know that like Jerry Seinfeld's a germaphobe, right? So A, he definitely wasn't gonna like that nasty microphone in his face, and B, he hugged him, and he couldn't do anything. I loved it. I loved it. That was my favorite part. Shout out to my boys, BSB. I feel like everybody knows that, so that's like personal beef or something. Because everybody knows you don't touch Jerry Seinfeld. Everybody. I was wild.
That was the other thing, like, there was that one skit, like, the New York in the '70s, and, that whole skit, and, like, then, like, 2 of the characters were in the audience, and they were, like, almost, like, crushing Jenna Ortega, and I think it was Kevin Costner. I was like, was that
What?
planned, or
I don't think it was because Jenna looked terrible.
I know, because I was gonna say, is she that good of an actor? I'm like, just like, yeah, I'm like, she looks terrified, but then I think she was trying to keep a smile on her face. I'm like, so if that's not planned, I'm like, that's kinda.
Yeah, it kind of the acoustics were really bad too for a lot of it.
Yeah,
The
well,
venue was way too big.
yeah, and they don't go into the audience a lot, at least these days. So
Yeah,
I
I
did,
thought it was interesting.
I did like that weekend update joke. They're like, yeah, we got the quadropolis going here. Got COVID going around, the flu, this, the one, that one. And he's like, yeah, so we made the great decision to pack all of America's beloved comedic
Comedian.
actors over 60 into the same tiny space.
Well, 2025 is gonna be taking its toll, kids,
And we drop them like flies.
and we can blame Lauren Michael as we always should.
Oh my. Oh my god! But yeah, that Steve Martin monologue was great, especially when Martin Short comes up. He's like, oh, here's the only Canadian actor who wasn't in Schitt's Creek.
Canada, much like Britain, usually has about 15 rotating actors at a time in 3 sets in one location.
And then when he had Ice drag Martin Short out, he's like, "Oh, names, Mike Myers." uh, but yeah, no, like you're saying, the music is acts were great. They opened up with Sabrina Carpenter and Paul Simon.
Yeah, that was so random. I'm like, what is this, the Grammy? Some shit you'd see at the Grammys. Like, what? Why are these two people together? This don't make sense.
Well, that seemed to be the thing they were steering into is like even like
It was like young me versus old, I
even
guess.
the
Like,
skits. Yeah,
young people don't watch SNL. We watch the clips on YouTube, and not even the official YouTube. So
oh
you
my,
don't get the
too.
view.
But yeah, that was the whole thing with the show is like even the skits, different cast members from different eras were interacting. I thought that was cool.
And it totally makes sense. 50 is a huge number for anything, let alone something as precarious, if you know the history about SNL, has been.
Hmm.
So
Um, but I love Sabrina Carpenter. You guys, Paul Simon. I first sang this song in 1976. Sabrina Carpenter. I wasn't alive. Neither were my parents.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it was true because I was like, oh, let me do the math here because I looked it up. Sabrina Carpenter's 25. I'm like, I could have a 25-year-old. Yeah, I wasn't born in 1976. So yeah, the math correct.
They should have had Carly come out.
Again, I think they were trying to mix and match everybody here.
Yeah.
What else do we get? Oh god, we got that weird Lawrence Welk skit with Will Ferrell as Robert Goulet, and then the girls Scarlett Johansson, Kim Kardashian. I'm like, wow.
Damn.
I mean, I know she hosted before, but they got Kim Kardashian. I'm like, oh, okay.
They're really trying to make Kim Kardashian a thing. She's got like a new TV show coming out. That's why Ryan Murphy wants to be
Uh,
stopped.
what? Just
Like
Kim
it's crazy
Kardashian
because it's
herself?
Glenn Close, but Kim Kardashian's like gonna be the star of the show. I'm like, you're done. You're done. You're gonna do that to my girl Glenn Close? Nah, bruh.
Yeah,
You're banned.
that's such a
You're
weird
banned.
that's such a weird move. Like they like keep trying to like carry stuff on her ass, you know?
Well, she took it out, so there's nothing back there anymore.
Did she?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gone. The whole family took all their ass implants out. Been about 3 years now. You're gonna have to get some new Kardashian material, bud.
I guess I haven't seen any ass shots lately. Okay.
Now you know why.
Oh. Oh, now
That
they're
Pedro Pascal and Bad Bunny sketch was a little weird, but I did
yeah,
like the
yeah.
Kate McKinnon as Meryl Streep. You know that Close Encounter skit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Black Jeopardy. I was just like, ooh, okay. I didn't like it the first time. Don't like the second time.
the only thing I enjoyed about that skit was Eddie Murphy was doing a Tracy Morgan impression right next to Tracy Morgan. I need money for my lifestyle. I eat 4 cheese lasagna. Yeah, I just found that funny him doing the impression right in front of him. Hey, I think we're related. No, we're not.
I
Mm.
mean, maybe.
Yeah, but that bridesmaids one was that's always kind of weird. But I think
Yeah.
half of that was like, hey, let's get Sabrina Carpenter back for for like a musical skit.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Everybody loves Sabrina Carpenter right now.
I think you could just tell
She's
like
like
who
the short Taylor Swift.
exactly.
Well,
Oh,
more provocative.
oh
Short
god,
Taylor
oh
Swift.
yeah, yeah. I think it's Hollywood too. They're like, Taylor Swift's aging out. Yeah, let's get a new blonde.
Well, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. But I think you could tell who like they like working with, like the cast. Like, they had Sabrina Carpenter in there more than once. You had Pedro been there more than once.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that alien abduction, Pedro, you had Pedro.
3.5 hours though. Like you're not the Grammys, you're not the Oscars. Like, calm
I know.
down.
Well, if you because again, I had to watch some of it on the app because yeah, I don't think they had it scheduled right on the like when I recorded it, but yeah, if you take out all the commercials, it's still like over 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
I guess they were like, it's Sunday night. We don't like to get to the news or nothing. Oh yeah, we got the whole that whole Tina and Amy skit where they're talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Even Seth Meyers called it that. Did you find? Is this like an awkward thing so we get more people on screen?
I think so.
Al Sharpton was there. I was like, okay. That
He's a
seems.
whore. He's a whore for attention. It's a known thing. Especially since he lost all that weight. You can't keep him off of TV.
He was sitting there with Ray Romano. I was like, okay.
That reminded me of that Family Guy skit where it's like Kermit the Frog, Ray Romano, and like a couple of other guys who all sound alike. And they're like, well, who's been talking the whole time? Anytime I see Ray Romano, I just think of that.
Oh my lord.
Can't unsee it. Kermit the Frog and Ray Romano. Can't unsee it
Then they just
or unhear it in this case.
pulled out Peyton Manning. Don't retire, Lauren. It sucks.
Yeah. I mean, he left and came back, so obviously he's got nothing going for him. So
Well, yeah, I think that was like early. Was it in the 80s? I
really
think.
early. I think it was like
Yeah,
around the fifth, fourth or fifth season or something
yeah, it was
like
like in
that.
the 80s. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm thinking.
I don't even think people noticed that he was gone. So I don't really know.
No, I think there was a downturn. People, some of those 80s seasons that people really didn't like.
Well, he
So
is mean and he does keep everybody in line. So, he doesn't he's not like a sycophant for talent.
he has a certain vision and he sticks to it. That's what you got to give him
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him that. You know,
Yeah.
but
But
pretty much everybody hates him.
I was gonna say when that thing when he dies, is SNL done? Because again, Rat
Does he have a
50.
son?
I don't know.
Does he have any kids or anything?
I don't know, but there was one
I
guy.
think it'll probably pretty much be done. It's kind of like, oh, I don't want to be controversial, but it's kind of like, well, it's kind of the opposite of what happened with Star Trek. It's like when Gene Roddenberry died, it was sad. It was the end of an era, but it allowed for better or for worse, and much worse came after. But like it allowed for things like Deep Space Nine and Voyager to happen, where I don't think if he'd actually been
Yeah.
around longer,
Mhm.
that like definitely Enterprise wouldn't have happened, and definitely not J.J. Abrams, which it needed to happen in order for Star Trek to stay alive. It's kind of like one of those things, but in the opposite direction.
Oh my God, Lilith, you know what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like a gang war. He
It,
dies.
well,
All the
think
kid.
about it, because like Martin Short, everybody that could like possibly like come back and do it is so old as well that is like
Yeah.
literally.
But like every young comedian, it's either like they're gonna like try to like get that job or like start their own thing to take its place.
I think that's when we bring back Mad TV, Warner Brothers. I think that's
Exactly.
like like have this on standby. The minute he goes, we can finally have Mad TV be successful.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's on an hour earlier. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've always been bitter about the Mad TV thing.
Was that oh
Stewart deserved the movie, damn it.
look what I can do. Uh oh my god, and then in the monologue, they actually call that was the monologue, right? Yeah, I think oh no, who said it? Oh, I think was it John Oh yeah, when John Mulaney came out, he said they've had how many seasons, how many hosts, and he's like, I'm surprised we've only had two murderers and on that whole list.
Ouch.
So so I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, he should talk.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so Alec Baldwin, and then I was like, who's the other one? I was like, did OJ host at any point?
Probably.
'Cause I was like, who's the other murderer?
It's you.
Oh my god! And then they were doing the one. They were showing the one video, and it was like, oh, it was like all the stuff that wouldn't happen, these days. All the canceled skits for the sexism
All
or
the
whatever.
cocaine.
But then it was just like the rand. It was like problematic hosts, and they just like flashed the Diddy. Oh, oh yeah, there was Oh yeah, do you see the Bill
Yeah, it's
Murray?
OJ Simpson
Oh,
and
yep.
Alec Baldwin. I
Mm-hmm.
double checked.
What a list to be on, Alec Baldwin. I'm still surprised. I mean, I know he pulled the Hollywood thing. He dropped out of sight for a while. Now he's back, but I'm just like, wow, wow.
Nobody's ever gonna want to. Well, nobody really wanted to work with them anyway. So like, this is like the icing on the cake.
Hmm. Well, I guess that young wife needs a certain lifestyle, probably. So
It's giving Harrison Ford. Okay, he's got to keep Callista Foot. She tried working for a little bit. She's like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me. You got to go back and be Red Hulk. Sorry, sorry. You
I
got to do
mean,
another indie movie. I'm sorry.
is she acting anymore? Because I was gonna say, at least for a while. I mean,
We
Callista
haven't seen
Flockhart,
her since. Yeah, we
Supergirl.
haven't seen her since the Supergirl show. Yeah.
I was gonna say because I was gonna say at least for a while she could have went out and like made her own money in Hollywood, but yeah, Alec
I think
Baldwin's wife.
she did for a while, and she lived off of that, and then she married Harrison Ford. Why would you want? Why would you?
I guess,
I
yeah.
was like, babe, he's into airplanes. Look, ladies. or fellas, whatever the case may be, never get involved with somebody who's in the boats or planes. They have no money. Boat stands for about another 1,000. Just don't do it. They're
I
not gonna have
mean,
time or money for you. Just don't do it.
well, unless she's waiting for a plane to.
Even rich people like John Travolta, like he had to give up his airplanes because he wasn't the movies he was bringing in wasn't bringing in airplane money. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe Callista's sick of him and thinking the plane might take care of, like, work itself out.
Maybe. Anyway,
I, but no,
I
you
do
said
think
about.
they are one of the couples that love each other, though. Honestly,
Oh, maybe,
I
yeah.
do.
Um,
Like you never hear anything about those two. That's what I mean. So, and they don't. Their PR agents aren't that great. So, personally speaking,
yeah. But then they were talking about. Well, do you see that Bill Murray thing on Update where he was naming like the best Weekend Update
yeah.
hosts? Yeah. Well, he was joking about. Well, I don't know if it was a joke, but all the drugs he was on back in the day when they were
Like
on there.
it's like an open secret how like you think like the comic book bullpen was bad back in the early days. SNL literally. I mean I'm pretty sure those sets are still covered. Like if you just take a little if you bring your drug dog in, they're gonna hit on every square inch of that place.
Well, again, it's like you look at I mean, these days they do 2 weeks and then they like take off, and so because it's like imagine that schedule. It's like I think they stay up almost every night during the week, just like writing sketches and stuff.
Which I think is stupid. Like it's not you don't need all that. You don't. I'm sorry.
And again, I know it's a 50-year tradition, but it's like, do you really need to be live? Because I mean, look at all those late night shows. It's like all
Just
the
do it at 2 in the
talk shows.
afternoon,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, they film at like 4 in the afternoon, and then yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares. I mean, you just get this. Well, I mean, I think it would be fine for them to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
people
just for the actors, mental health.
exactly, because there was that joke, Alec Baldwin made about it. All the sketches after Update putting you to sleep. I'm like, yeah, the cast's probably exhausted. It's almost 1 o'clock in the
Exactly, you
morning.
asshole.
What?
Yeah, what an asshole thing to say. Like,
I know.
shut up and go disappear into a hole, would you?
I thought he was going to after he shot that one. I was surprised that they didn't do more with the original cast, but I guess it was probably hard with like Aykroyd didn't show up,
Yeah,
but then like two of them are dead.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was ironic. They played they played that film I guess from back in the day where like Belushi was playing an old man and like he was like the last one who survived. That's like whoa, that was
Ooh, that
ironic.
didn't age well.
That was. Oh,
But ironically, you want to know what did work out kind of that way?
wow.
Remember the Golden Girls and Rose is the one that asks what happens when there's only one of us left, and she was the last one standing.
Hmm. Man, I feel fate robbed her, man. She lived to like 99. I was like, man, when you get to 99, I'm gonna be like,
I
come
just
over
called
here.
100, and
Yeah,
it was almost the end of the year. It was like literally almost her birthday. That was the craziest
like
thing about it. I
days
was
or
so
something.
mad.
Yeah.
I find some way to blame that on Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
It's like she's not gonna outlive me.
uh, oh yeah. And would you see that sketch with Lorraine Newman and Pete Davidson's character Chad? Okay.
Yeah, I hate Pete Davidson. I don't get the hype.
I don't get it either.
I mean, maybe because he looks like a young Steve Buscemi who could get it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Well, I think some women like the bad boys because I mean, look at his
He's not
list.
even a bad. It's all fake and hype. I don't even believe the big dong allegations at this point.
Whoa! I mean, for those of them who like the bad boy, I think didn't he have like a drug problem for a while, and then
Ew.
he had a bunch.
Okay.
He has like a bunch of tattoos and stuff. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
certain people, my friends' grandmas have tattoos. Your point? Like, come on, Phil.
well, I mean, some of those Hollywood actresses or whoever he dated weren't the brightest. Didn't he date Kim Kardashian?
Well, allegedly. That was for hype.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That was fake.
some of them I was like, this is just PR.
Ariana Grande too.
That was like the
Fake.
first one, I
Fake
think.
relationship. Fake relationship. I'm so
Uh,
glad we're like not like celebrity. Like I kind of do miss like the 90s to early 2000s, like before like cell phones came out and kind of like ruined celebrity like worship and like broke up like all the like secrecy behind what they do and stuff. But I kind of miss it,
what, you
because
missed
like
them?
these newfangled celebrities are just boring as hell. I don't want to hear about your antidepressants. You're here to entertain me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but is it like
Maybe
hard?
that's just like the millennial me of it all, but I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah, but is it
Sing
hard?
your damn song and do your damn dance.
But is it hard to like, be like the celebrities back in our day work as they were just, you just gotta worry about getting canceled, or
Never worried about getting canceled.
you don't think?
Come on, cancel culture is a very new thing. Very new.
Or just like, oh, I don't,
And it
I
doesn't even work. So like,
anyone in particular you're talking about?
Google is free.
Oh
The name
my.
you're thinking of is probably correct. They
Oh,
need, like they keep letting Kanye get a phone somehow. So I mean, like they gave him a
oh,
Super Bowl ad. I'm just saying, it's not real, bro.
don't.
Much like words,
Oh,
it's not real.
I know the whole Kanye thing. I'm like, how do we not cancel him? He's like talking. He's praising Nazis. How is he not canceled?
Again, like it's not the first time, second time, or even third time. Wild. We live in wild times.
Well, again, as the internet.
Outrage culture is the new culture. There's no such thing as cancel culture. Never was.
Well, again, I mean, if he didn't have money, Kanye would
Unless
be.
you're SNL, because I think they are literally still banned in Utah. I think Utah does not allow for SNL to be played since like its inception or something like
Oh
that.
damn.
Somebody fact check that, but I'm pretty sure. Like there was like an incident with a skit. I think of some interracial kiss or something that they just banned SNL in Utah way back in when.
Man, we need like a producer or something sit here and be like, "Oh, that's correct, Lois. Yes,
We Gentlemen!
exactly." Can you imagine Justice here? That's correct, Lois. Uh.
Well, that
I
escalated
don't think
quickly.
SNL. I don't think SNL is gonna last too much longer though. I just don't. I think it's just like cultural habit, and cultural habits and norms have been dying for a while.
Yeah, I think maybe the last couple years they've been, they're just like, okay, let's at least get it to 50.
Yeah, I really do think that's what it is. I think it's a like. I mean, they couldn't go it on top because it's been a long time since they've been on top. And like, I don't really think I never hear anybody under 25 or 25 actually talk about. So yeah, I don't hear anybody like 26 and over talking about SNL. And
Well,
that's a lot of people.
well, if you think about it too, I mean, it's on Sat.
I mean, they talked about the who was that? Dave Chappelle. Anytime Dave Chappelle's on there, because he's always pushed the envelope.
What do
But
you think? What do you think too? It's just like, look at the time slot it's in, and it's just like if you're under 25, you're out doing
you're
stuff
out partying,
on a Saturday
yeah.
night. Yeah.
Like so, yeah. It's like for old people, and old people like don't care anymore. There's too much shit going on in the world to give a
Well,
fuck about SNL.
and there's so much more choice to watch with streaming and everything than there was when this thing started.
And like literally, like no tea, no shade, no offense. Like honestly, true good comedians don't really come out of SNL. They just don't.
I mean, you get on
There's
SNL.
like for how many people that have been cast members, like really think about people that are actual legitimate, still doing stand up stars, can book any room, anytime, sell out. There's not that many.
Well, that's the thing. If you have that much talent, you don't need SNL.
Exactly.
You could do it on your own. Yeah. If you're a cast member, you get on SNL for a while, then you try some movies and see if if that gets any
Yeah.
traction. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean outside of like Wayne's World and like
Adam
By Night.
Sandler movies.
Well, Adam Sandler movies don't count actually because he did that all on his own in his own production company.
Oh,
So
nice.
I don't think SNL did any of his movies had like anything to do with any of his movies. I will give Adam Sandler that. Listen, when you go to an Adam Sandler movie, you know what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah, did you see the? Aren't they working on Happy Gilmore too?
Why'd you tell me that? That's gonna piss me off.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Now
I heard.
I'm pissed off. Now I can't enjoy my mimosa. Thank you, Phil.
It's not a.
Look, stories need to end. Much like how I feel about the Buffy revival. Stories need to end. Stop with the reboots, remakes, sequels, rebuquels. I don't give a shit. Nobody does.
Not in current Hollywood, dear.
I'm very shocked that Adam Sandler would do that. Like, I'm shocked actually.
There's not a specific date, but they're saying this year sometime. Oh, it might
He
be
should be
net.
ashamed of himself.
Oh, it might be. Oh, it might be Netflix.
If any movie deserves a sequel, it's Big Daddy 2 with the twins. Everybody knows.
Oh, the twins.
Yes. Little Nicky, like, but Happy Gilmore was a perfect movie for an Adam Sandler movie. Why would you do that?
Not how about the Water Boy?
No,
No.
Waterboy was also had a good ending. Doesn't need to be touched. Like I said, Little Nicky, Big Daddy, I'd be okay with, but Happy Gilmore,
The Wedding Singer.
that definitely doesn't. You know what? 51st Dates does need a sequel because that movie is problematic. He needs to apologize for that movie.
Oh my.
We need the movie from the Drew Barrymore's character's perspective. That's what we need as the sequel.
I love how we went right to Happy Gilmore. It's like, nah, Billy Madison. That's nah, we don't need to touch it.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I'm
looks like it might
pissed
be
off.
Netflix. So.
Oh, well, that explains it. Best Adam Sandler movie, Uncut Gems. Why? Because he dies in the
Oh,
end. Spoilers.
oh. I almost
Head
feel
gets
like
blown clean off.
is that like the new? I mean, the street. If you get a show or a movie on streaming, it seems like it has more cachet these days than actually like in a theater.
I don't think so. I think it's just the opposite. It just shows you how sad it is, how sad the movie market is actually, because we don't do mid the theater the like the major movie companies don't want to do mid budget movies anymore. That used to be their bread and butter. Now it's just like if the it doesn't have the potential to make at least $500 million, they don't want to do it, and that's just like
Yeah,
why Hollywood is dying. Much to my point of SNL, it's just kind of the old guard of things, and it's just like you can literally just jump on YouTube and become a world famous comedian. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in some work. You're gonna have to do some TikToks, some shorts, whatever. But you can do that. You don't need a platform like this. All
hmm
you need is to go viral for good or for bad reasons.
that's what I was gonna say. Is NBC like throwing money at them? Are they making money
It's the only
still?
thing that they really have, right? Like on like mainstream TV besides SVU.
I
Those
mean,
are like the two franchises, right?
probably yeah. Because I was gonna say, what do I watch on NBC? Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
I have Peacock, but like it's for their back catalog of the
hmm
USA shows mostly. That's the crazy thing for it. It's USA shows, not even the mainstream like NBC shows. So
I mean, The Irrational.
okay, the irrational, but they moved Found to Fridays, which means they're trying to kill it. So like I got beef with NBC, just Universal right now. Actually, I got
Yeah,
beef with
yeah,
them
yeah.
right now. Yeah, the irrational is probably not gonna get another season. So
Oh man.
like last season, I was into it. Like I was in the Stabler show. I was kind of getting back in the SVU, and then they just kind of lost me.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while. Our Law and Orders are backing up. I was just like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
like not
I
into
was
it.
like, ooh.
I told you once Sam Waterston left, I'm just like,
It's like, man, they better hope Mariska doesn't want to retire anytime
oh
soon.
yeah, that whole
They
thing's
might as
so
well
funny.
just end that freaking show. Ice T better pack it up and take it on the road with Coco. They better like get an OnlyFans or something. Like,
Oh my god. So I just got this picture in my head. You think every morning Mariska comes in, Ice T's just like massaging her feet, and it's like, oh, you need a drink? I'll get that.
he's like, please don't retire.
Whatever you can do to
Well,
make her
they can
happy.
literally live off the residuals. To be perfectly honest,
That's true. 20 some
that's like
years.
one of
Yeah.
the only shows that actually that and like Seinfeld are like the shows like worth the most residuals. I don't think they let Friends go on residuals because it's on Peacock, right? Or like however that works.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, 20 some years. I mean, that
I
kicks probably
mean, you
some good
can find
residuals.
an SVU episode on a lot of like in syndication in a lot of places.
Uh huh. Yep.
Like you'll never run out.
And like that original run of Law and Order, yeah, oh yeah, those things
Yeah,
are.
if you get the whole franchise right, forget it. You're set. You're set.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
They're like, we'll even throw a Hill Street Blues and Homicide in there for you.
seen elsewhere to
Oof, I don't think Denzel wants anybody to know about that.
Hill Street Blue.
If you're a certain age, you know every family has their favorite propaganda. Okay,
Oh
some
my
people it's
god!
Hill Street Blue.
I mean, if you're going back that far in the NBC catalog, I'm like, oh, Knight Rider.
I actually like that reboot that they did like back in 2008 or like 11 or something like that. I thought
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool remake.
yeah, I remember that.
And they
Yeah,
did another. They tried to do another remake of one of those popular shows too. I can't remember what it was, but it was like Knight Rider and a couple other shows that like come out. And I think that's probably why they tried like MacGyver and Magnum PI again too recently.
yeah.
Is MacGyver still on?
I don't know. I haven't,
This is what I mean. I'm so far out of touch with broadcast TV now.
I haven't seen or heard anything about it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Quantum Leap still going?
No, no, no. They canceled that after what was that, the second season or whatever.
That's what I thought. Okay. Just want to make sure. Like I said, I'm out of touch.
Well, I don't know if they were holding out hope they were gonna get like Bacula back for at least for an episode or two, and that wasn't happening. So
I mean, it's not like he's doing anything.
I know, but I don't
It's
know.
not like the original Quantum Leap actually ended satisfactory either.
No, I know, but
We could have fixed it.
I know, I know. I don't know if for some other reason he didn't want to, but I think he kept saying he didn't want to do it without Dean Stockwell. So
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I can understand that. As long as he doesn't try to join Star Trek Legacy, I'm good.
oh,
No tea, no shade.
oh my. Uh oh, what'd you think of the Adam Sandler song that for the 50 years?
It was okay.
I mean, yeah, I mean he was calling like the one that's like 50 years of no one being able to use Lauren's bathroom.
I thought the red carpet stuff was pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did watch that. Yeah, that
Leslie
night.
Jones, I feel like poor Leslie Jones. She's so like underappreciated.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened? Was it the Ghostbusters thing? It's like, what happened there?
Yeah. What was that skit with Keenan Thompson and Eddie Murphy with the like they're in their interrogation
Yeah,
room.
they're doing like a scared straight thing, which is,
Yeah, I was just like, everybody looks like they're 60, but cool.
well, I mean, Eddie Murphy is
He actually looks the youngest. That's the no
Black
tea, no
Okra.
shade to Keenan, but
Oh my god, that was the best. Was it that was the best joke Bill Murray made, I think, because didn't he say, when Chevy Chase left in so was it season 2 or something, they replaced him with Keenan Thompson. Because I forget when they say Keenan's been there since what, like 2003 or something.
no, it has not been that long.
No, it had. I swear it was somewhere or somewhere
No,
around
no,
there.
no, 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 no. Absolutely not. No, I was still in high school. No, no, absolutely not.
Uh, hold on, I'm looking this up. Okay, here. How long has Keenan been? Yeah, 2003, and now in his 22nd season.
What? No,
Hmm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely the longest running cast member of Saturday Night Live.
I mean, he's married with kids, so I guess try to
Uh,
keep that steady check
I
coming in.
mean, yeah, because I didn't. I swear, within the last few years, didn't they try to give him his own sitcom on NBC? And I don't think it went anywhere. So
Well, everybody wants him to reunite with Kel, but Kel's problematic now. So it's like a whole thing. It's like we don't want to see him by himself. I'm sorry. I'm
I,
sorry.
I mean, I guess he enjoys it, and they must like having him on. So yeah, 22 years he's been on there. So he's doing
Oh,
that.
I
He's
mentioned Star Trek, and we got Star Trek coming.
oh
Oh no. Algorithming today on Twitch, I guess.
oh jeez. Wait,
Shout out to Twitch chat. What's up?
we're comparing Captain Kirk to Elon Musk. Okay. I don't see Kirk using his children as human shields. Come on.
Actually,
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot
a
Star Trek.
person, but
I forgot Star Trek 3. I'm sorry.
yeah, the movies exist. They're canon. Sorry, bud.
I forgot. Yes.
Excellent point.
Maybe.
I think
Oh my
that's the
god.
first like relevant Twitch comment ever.
I know. Well, maybe it's an actual person and not a bot. Who knows?
I gotta
Oh,
make me a Star Trek bot though. I do.
I was going off of work yesterday because I swear every like video and picture you see of Elon now, he's got his hands like steepled like this and stuff, And I'm just like, we get it. You're a Bond villain. We get it.
Ah, you know, some people love it. I'm indifferent at this point. I'm just ready for the world to end.
No
And this is how
American,
it ends. I'm so excited.
no American economy. I expect you to die.
Well, it's been done.
Yeah.
If we can get rid of income taxes on the way out, why the hell not? The hell not?
Let's go with that Vegas model. No taxes and a bunch of gambling and prostitution. Let's go.
Well, it's no state taxes. You still got to pay federal taxes. But if my tax dollars aren't going to feed kids, yeah, go ahead and get rid of my income tax. Go ahead and do that for me. Just saying.
She's like, if my money's not going to feed children or dogs, yeah, a lot of the time.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I thought that it was a nice thought. It's very well put together, but I think it was the execution on some of those things were a little off. You could feel tension between certain people. It's just kind of weird. And I'm just really not an SNL person. Like I said, I
Yeah,
just that comedy, like there's like certain things like those animated skits, like the classic Justin Timberlake Dick in a Box, Lonely Island. That stuff is cool. Like I've just never been an SNL person.
yeah, and again, I don't know. It just seems like they were
Also,
really.
I love Will Ferrell. I do
Mm.
actually.
It seemed like they were leaning a lot. Like some of the people made multiple appearances on this thing. I was like, why don't we dig in more into like some of the earlier
Probably because
cast?
some
But
people, like again, are dead. Didn't want to
well,
come.
some might not want to because again, they maybe were just like, oh, I
Nobody
don't.
wants. Some people like. I think Eddie Murphy actually threw them a bone. Like I don't know. Like he started working with Disney again too. So like I feel like in his older age, he's just like burying the hatchet, just really trying to make amends at this
Well,
point.
maybe like some people just don't want to be on camera too, like at the age they are now. But it's like, yeah, look at Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy,
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he's
fine,
always
yeah.
like this is the thing about Eddie Murphy that's crazy. He's always spent his money wisely. And
Hmm.
ever since his brother died, like he's really been kind of like reclusive. So I was really like excited to see him out and about. But it
Yeah.
really took a toll on him. So like it was that was what I was happy for.
But again, one, black don't crack. But two, I mean, Eddie Murphy's has to have how much money where he don't
He
he
like he
you
has
don't
a
have to worry
bowling
about.
alley in his house. He
You know,
takes care of all his kids, illegitimate or otherwise.
yeah,
And like the thing I can say about he's actually smart with his money. Like he built his house so that he doesn't have to go out. And
yeah,
that is the model that I live by as well.
yeah. Let's just
If you
get
have everything there, you don't need to go out. No,
he,
I don't want to go out.
he has so much money he don't have to worry about nothing.
Oh,
So
you want Starbucks? There's a Starbucks in the back. Go down.
right by the guest house, yes.
Actually, was it? Yeah, I think Tyrese had a Starbucks in his backyard or something before he lost all that money. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember hearing
there's a
somebody had
couple
a
people.
Starbucks. Yeah. God, can you imagine you're like a Starbucks employee and you can work at someone's house, some rich person's house.
I mean, stranger things happen for rich
I mean, at
people.
least you don't have to
Only
worry about
well,
working with a ton of people. You don't have to worry about a ton of
you
customers.
only have to remember that it's like maybe 3 orders max. So
Exactly. Better get that name right, boy.
wow,
All
this
right.
is like so crazy though. Like I don't know. Like I thought it was fun. Like the music guests were the best thing. I thought that Nothing Compares to You cover was the best musical act actually, personally.
Oh, Miley Cyrus. Yeah.
Because now that is an iconic SNL thing. Sinead O'Connor, may she rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now that is one that I remember. Not really, but like it's one of the most like famous ones.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. People are always like, Sinead O'Connor.
And she made a Prince cover her own. Like that is just
Hmm.
Sinead O'Connor just goes down in history just for that.
Well, no, she's always well, there was talking about, when she ripped up the picture of the Pope and stuff.
Yeah. Which was a crazy thing to do at the time she did it.
Oh, yeah, the 90s. Yeah. I remember that was the 90s, I think. Yeah, I remember. I know nothing about nothing. I'm just like, oh, she gonna get crap for that.
Yeah.
All
So like,
right.
are you actually an SNL person, or like you just watch like clips, highlight? Do you have you ever like? When's the last time you actually watched a full SNL show?
I mean, like if I'm sitting here at home and there's there's nothing to do, I'll put it on. Sometimes if I'm on, if I'm on the computer doing something, I might just have it on in the background, or like if I'm home and I'm not doing nothing, yeah, I'll put it on. Because again, Saturday night at 11:30, what's on? Unless you like jump to streaming or something.
Sleep. The
What's that?
images in your brain.
What's sleep?
You should try it sometime, Phil. It's great. It's
That's
my second favorite. Well, third favorite thing to do.
that's the second or third favorite thing to do in bed. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we can go.
Well, yeah, we have we have a celebrity to talk to. All right, kids. So yes, come back next time. We're going to talk that Saturday night what
The
movie?
movie.
Yeah, about the original cast. So,
The most famous person in that movie is Dylan O'Brien.
oh
Crazy. Teen Wolf. Crazy. Crazy.
my. And then in 2 weeks we'll talk to Saturday Night Live's best sketches and actors. So, all right. So yes, send us your thoughts, and I realized I can use the old slide Lilith because we do still have tube space. We're on the free version,
Oh, okay.
so we have the Capes Lunatics WordPress site, and we do have the tube space. So yes, so send us your thoughts. Email us
So lazy. Just change the damn slide, Phil.
I will salty and petty 69 at gmail.com.
It only took 9 years, but it's fine.
Salty and petty six. Well, look, I wonder whose idea that was. Look who's facing on there. Salty and petty 69 at gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38 capes. And again, you can always go to capeslunatics.wordpress.com for all of our past episodes, or go to tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. Help support us by buying merch on TeePublic and Spring. Lilith Hellfire, Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us to the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, again, subscribe to our Patreon. You get exclusive, uncensored content. And of course, if you're a patron, you can suggest topics for us to discuss, as our friend Justin has. And the February episode, well,
Be out pretty soon.
yes, the AVN, or Lilith and I do our second annual review of the AVN Awards. That's a tradition. All right. So, yes, if I find everything at, well, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Cape.
Wait, does that mean that February should technically be Gobble Gobble month?
Oh, nice.
Just don't get that. He'll fall out of his chair. Don't worry about it. It's a deep
I was
cut.
thinking more like, wait a minute, isn't that Groundhog Day too? So, I don't know, something popping out of holes. I don't know. Lilith, so you can find you on Blue
On the
Sky,
blue
right?
sky, skeeting away.
Ski. All right, kids. All right, let's go. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, more SNL. Well, next 2 weeks, more SNL.
And next week after that, it's a surprise.
Surprise! Oh, I was listening to something. I forgot. The one day I was telling Justin, me, you, and him shit. We need to review the South Park movie.
Hell yeah.
With my medicated friends here.